So this is it. This is the final season before season 4, which came out today. I tried getting all these videos out before the release of season 4, but I tried. But at least I'm still getting it out. I didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger. So this one is going to be a little different from the previous two. I tried to go through the entire season, whereas this one I'm going to kind of focus on the new characters, the love triangle, and the ending, because that's the most important thing. Like usual, this video is going to have a lot of spoilers, so if you haven't seen Lucifer Season 3, go watch it on Netflix, because Netflix has all the seasons, including the new one that came out today. I do want to say, I did include the 2 filler episodes that they had in Season 3, but I did not include the 2 bonus episodes, because I felt they didn't really add much to the season. One of them was just a what-if scenario narrated by Neil Gaiman, and the other episode didn't really provide much of an impact to the story, which was... we met Azrael, but I might do those in a later video. But just to get them out of the way, the 2 filler episodes were a backstory episode called City of Angels. We find out how Lucifer got Lux, how he was able to go to Earth and not get immediately sent back to Hell right away, how Chloe became a detective and stuff like that. So that was City of Angels. The other episode was called Off the Record, where we're in a time loop with Linda's ex-husband, Reese Getty, who is in Hell trying to get his redemption, but he can't. But anyways, let's get to Season 3. So Season 2 ended with Lucifer in the middle of the desert, shirtless, shoeless, now with wings. So Season 3, Lucifer found a way to get back to LA, and now he has his wings, and every time he cuts them off again, they grow back, so he can't really stop that. There's a new villain. His name's the Sinner Man. He's the guy that Lucifer thinks gave him back his wings, and also took away his devil face. Lucifer doesn't have his devil face anymore. It's kind of weird not seeing it this season. There's also a new lieutenant. His name is Marcus Pierce, and he's more important than you think. There's also a new Charlotte. It's human Charlotte. I like to point out the past 2 seasons, I kept forgetting to mention her. I won't be mentioning her that much in this season, but it is Ella. She's the forensic scientist from the group. There's also, I'd like to say, a new Maze. I call her the homesick Maze because she doesn't feel like she's fitting in anymore, and she wants to go back to Hell, but Lucifer's like, nah. But the reason that I said there's a love triangle in this season is kind of a little bit of a complicated one, because there's Lucifer, Chloe, and now Marcus Pierce. Marcus Pierce is now falling in love with Chloe, and Lucifer is kind of getting jealous, but he refuses to believe he's jealous. But they finally catch the Sinner Man, and Lucifer actually kidnaps the Sinner Man and almost does the most regrettable thing an angel / fallen angel, I guess, could do, which is kill a human. He actually contemplates killing the Sinner Man to try and get his devil face back. But it's not until Marcus Pierce ends up killing the Sinner Man and Lucifer realizes that he was afraid of Marcus for some reason. After seeing a picture and stuff, Lucifer calls Marcus Pierce to Lux and he's like, what do you want? And Lucifer's like, oh, I just want to test the theory. And Lucifer reaches over the bar and stabs Marcus in the chest, and then Marcus falls down dying. Lucifer's kind of just sitting there drinking, actually worrying that his theory may have not worked out. But then Marcus wakes up and pulls the knife out of his chest and stands up, as if he wasn't actually killed properly, and Lucifer just looks at him and goes, nice to meet you again, Kane. So it turns out the lieutenant of the LAPD and Lucifer is now Kane, the first murderer. But Kane finally reveals his plan. His plan is to get Chloe to fall in love with him so he can become mortal and vulnerable like Lucifer and finally die after thousands of years. This makes Lucifer do his usual thing where he makes a deal with Cain that he will promise to figure out a way to kill him because Lucifer really likes to make his father proud. I hope you can sense the sarcasm. Lucifer then realizes maybe one way to get rid of his mark and making him vulnerable would be to bring back his murder victim, Abel. Lucifer's plan goes awry when he originally wanted to use the body of a deceased old man so that Abel could die, or actually die from old age, instead of being murdered by Cain, but Lucifer's timing coincides with the passing of a young woman where Abel's soul possesses. So now you have a horny man trapped in a woman's body that doesn't realize he's out of hell, running around LA. There's a problem there, Lucifer. So after that plan went awry, and by the end of the episode, spoilers, Abel gets hit by a bus and dies, but that still didn't work. Cain decides to pursue his relationship with Chloe, and Lucifer, at the moment, just lets it happen because he's trying to actually protect Chloe from his father, because if he's near her, stuff happens. Then later on, hearing that a angel has been spotted around LA helping people, and seeing that some objects that people are bringing up are coming into Lucifer's penthouse, Lucifer fears that he's the angel, thus trying to stay awake so he doesn't sleep angel, or he doesn't do angelic deeds while sleeping. I guess sleep flying, you would call it. So he does stuff like boxing, watches Bones, the entire series. No, I would have done Angel. I feel like that's his best work. I'm a big fan of Angel, if you didn't realize. Lucifer also parties to make sure that he doesn't fall asleep and do these angelic deeds. And then after finding out that Marcus / Cain broke Chloe's heart, Lucifer goes there to beat him till he dies and comes back, because he's that angry and pissed at him. For his knowledge, to find out Marcus lost his mark. Now, after having a change of heart, Marcus wants to marry Chloe, so he tries to date her more. But Lucifer tries to prove that he is the better man than Cain. After finally realizing that was the wrong way to go, Lucifer goes to Chloe's house to confess his feelings for her to her. When he arrives, Marcus has proposed to Chloe, which Chloe has said yes, breaking Lucifer's heart. After having second thoughts at her bachelorette party, Chloe ends her engagement with Cain, or goes back to work with Lucifer, which kind of pisses off Cain. I guess you shouldn't really piss off the first murderer of the world. Afterwards, Lucifer tells Chloe how he feels and expresses that he is the devil. He is trying to convince her that he's the devil. And she says, and I quote, at least I'm pretty sure I quote, "No, you aren't, not to me." Because she, like Linda, I didn't say, Linda always thought that the quotes and devil stuff were metaphors, and she felt it was a metaphor. Like Lucifer is trying to say, I'm a bad man. He's not trying to say, I am the literal devil. But when that happens, tragedy strikes. When Cain tries to murder Amenadiel to frame it on Lucifer to try and get him to get the hell out of Earth so that he can have Chloe's love. But it all goes awry when Charlotte jumps in front of Amenadiel, taking the bullet, and starts to die. Cain flees the scene. When Charlotte dies in Amenadiel's arms, Amenadiel feels he must make sure that she gets to heaven. She went to hell when she died and got possessed by Mum. So Amenadiel wanted to make sure that her good deeds were seen through, and she went up and she'd go up to heaven. That's when Amenadiel's rotting wings came back, and they were all full and beautiful and other words. Amenadiel takes Charlotte's soul up to heaven, leaving her body on Earth, and that's when Chloe and Lucifer find her body after hearing that someone has been murdered. And that's also where Dan finds her body, and is heartbreaking to watch Dan's moments with her. I mean, Kevin Alejandro did an amazing job in that scene. You feel so sad because I never mentioned, Dan starts to have a relationship with Charlotte. So Dan found out that what Charlotte found out that Lucifer knew is that Marcus Pierce is the sinner man, because no one will believe Lucifer that he is actually Cain, the first murderer on Earth. So they go with the sinner man thing, and Lucifer and Chloe fall into a trap trying to catch Marcus. They have a little discussion. Chloe shoots Marcus. Marcus shoots Chloe. And then Lucifer catches Chloe, holding her in his arms as she's unconscious. He looks up. Marcus says, "Kill them." A bunch of bullets come flying. Lucifer shields both him and Chloe with his wings, taking every bullet to the wing. That really hurts. Apparently it does hurt to get your wing shot at. Takes Chloe to a safe place, comes back, beats the shit out of all the people with his wings. At one point he actually just flapped his wings and sent a guy across the room with the air gust. And then we have an epic battle between Lucifer and Cain, where Cain pulls out one of Maze's daggers to try and kill Lucifer. And then Lucifer, catching his hand, says, "I made you a promise, or I made a deal with you that I'd kill you." And he turned the blade on him and killed Marcus / Cain. And he says, "I'm a devil of my word." Marcus / Cain believes he's going to go to heaven. He regrets nothing that he did in his life. None of the things he's done in his thousands of years being alive. Lucifer points out he will regret killing Charlotte Richards for the rest of his life while he is in eternal damnation in hell. And while it's happening, flames are bursting out of Lucifer's face. His eyes are turning red. He is getting his devil face back. And Marcus then dies, and Chloe arrives in the room and she's like, "Lucifer, you alright?" And Lucifer stands up, turns, and his devil face is fully there. Intact, it's full-blown devil face. And Chloe's it's all true. And this is where everyone got pissed off at Fox when they found out that they canceled it. because the showrunners went, this will be a cliffhanger you'll hate. Chloe says it's all true. Lucifer goes, detective? Very confused. And she says again, it's all true. And the camera pulls away. And then, fuck you, Fox. But luckily, Netflix picked up Lucifer, and now you can watch the whole scenario of what happened right now. It's out now. Go watch it after this. Go. But what I think of Lucifer Season 3, it's very I feel like they were really ambitious with the whole love triangle. So I'd give Lucifer Season 3, you watched the others, so you should watch this one. You can't really skip Season 3, you gotta watch it to know what's happening in Season 4. Otherwise you'd go from Season 2 to Season 4 and be like, wait, she didn't believe that he was the devil, now she does. What happens? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Come Time Travel Today. If you want to help support these videos so that I can make them more frequently, go to my Patreon. It's in the link in the description below. And until next video, I'll see you in the future. Bye, guys.